What the hell is going on? We back here in the best seats in town, the cheap seats. It's me and my
Yeah,
man
Big Mike.
Scully. What up?
Yeah. Big Mikey, happy Monday, brother.
I don't know about being happy. I mean, I'm off, so it's happy for me.
We got to be happy. You got a Browns win. I see that logo in the background. You got to be happy about that Browns win.
It's a W, but
That's why I
what's up,
love you,
Red
Mike.
Jet?
Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
Red Jet, I know you're Niners. Trust me, I know. We're gonna get to them. We will get to them eventually.
Okay, real quick on the Niners. My fantasy team is getting killed every time I take McCaffrey, bro. I swear, bro. It happens to me every year. Damn.
Listen, as soon as he went down and they said that, I picked up Mason and every league I have.
That's crazy.
So I got him either on a bench somewhere or starting. So
Yeah.
I was good. Even if I didn't have CMC, I picked him up so no one else could get him.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I tried to go get the backup, and the guy I was playing stole the backup, so I couldn't get him. I'm like, oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I did that with a lot of players. Like I'm about to do it with some more players. Problem is now I got Pacheco who went down. He's going to be on the IR. They said. There's a couple
Mike,
other people.
I'm looking at my thing, right? I got my list on here about stuff to talk about on Monday, right? And I got the injuries. I can't even write down all the people hurt, bro. Like
that's insane.
10 out of the 15 top fantasy players, not quarterbacks, players are injured. This shit crazy, man. The first 2 weeks, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life, bro. Everybody is hurt. Everybody.
That's because they need to play a little bit in that preseason and get that rust knocked off, get their body acclimated to the pressures of a real game, and then when they come in, they're not straining so much.
Yeah. Like we've been saying all preseason, you trying to avoid guys from getting hurt, but they're gonna get hurt anyway because they got them soft tissue injuries. They're not running enough. So the same time you trying to save these guys, you end up hurting them anyway by not playing.
Yeah. Exactly, 100%. And yes, Red Jet, it is bad, boy.
It's bad. It's bad, bro. It's really bad.
Well,
like
shit.
I can't tell you who ain't hurt. That's my thing. Who isn't hurt?
The whole second team. The whole second team on every team seems to be healthy.
Right. I'm a little nervous. I know we're going to get into the Monday night win. A.J. Brown hurt. Come on, man. It's some BS, dog. But like you said, these guys got to – I hope these coaches start to learn that you got to at least play these guys at least a couple snaps, a couple drives, at least the last preseason game because it's showing we don't even know what's going on with McCaffrey. Everybody's saying they about to put him on IR, but they're not. I'm like, please don't put that dude on IR, bro.
McCaffrey's going to IR.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The Red Jet says she needs Philly so she can break even with 8-8 this week.
Oh, we're gonna win. It's just a matter of, AJ's a big loss, but I still think you're gonna get your money. I still think you're gonna win your money. Let's go. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, cheap seats. Mike, what you want to get into first? You want to start with that Thursday night game?
Nah, we don't even got to talk about that shit. That's just something else.
Let's
talk about one thing with it, though.
Yeah, let's talk about one thing.
Tua.
Yeah, that's what I want to get into, bro.
It's time. It's not worth it at all to continue playing a game that's going to put your life at risk, take you away from your kids and your family and all that stuff. It is time to walk off into the sunset and say, hey, I got some guaranteed money. They're going to still give them the money. Just go do your thing, man.
He said he wasn't going to do that, though. He said he has no plans on retiring. So looks like they're going to have to pick this kid off on a stretcher. I hope not. We're not going to wood. They're going to have to – this kid going – first of all, Mike, I'm watching the game. I got two on my fantasy. He's stinking it up, right? As always against the Bills. Just got a big payday. Man, this is his 5th or 6th year, and I'm not going to go in on the dude because he's injury prone. He might already got the CTE. That's why he can't even take a hit. He can't take a regular hit because he gonna get a concussion. You can see that wasn't a big hit. But man, when are you gonna learn how to slide, bro? Like at the end of the day, he caused that injury. Why are you trying to stick your head in Damar Hamlin's chest and then end up getting your neck linked up? And now he back with another concussion. You got to learn to slide. It's year 5, 6, man. Come on,
Look,
Mike.
what's funny is the irony of that is Damar Hamlin was the guy that took the tackle, and he was the one that got put down and was getting stretched out a couple years ago. And now you got Tua, who's like, this could be the end, even though he doesn't want it to be. Someone's got to talk some sense into him because it's too much of it.
Yeah, the NFL said he don't want to be done, but I know the NFL is looking out for their brand, and they like him as one of the young players. But if that kid ends up dying or getting brain damage on the field, it's not going to look good for the NFL. They know that. So they trying to I think the NFL is trying to get him. They want him to walk away by himself, but they're not going to push him out because of the money side of it, Mike. You know how I go.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't 23. Mm-hmm. It wasn't last year. It was a year before that. I'm pretty sure it was a year before that because the Bengals weren't in the playoffs last year. The Bengals went to the playoffs the year that happened.
Yeah,
it was a year before that, Reggie. I think it was 22.
He played every single game last year. No injuries. Didn't miss a snap. It was the year before, right?
Yeah, he played. He wasn't out there a lot. He played though. What's up, Yoli?
Yeah.
What's going on? Oh.
Yeah, salute to the chat. Yo, but to make this short and sweet though.
He was jumping on here. Say something about his Cowboys.
Can't
hear you.
Look who it is.
It wasn't last year, Reggie. I promise you it wasn't.
No, it wasn't last year. It was 2 years.
I mean, all right, it was 2023. Yeah, you're right. It was at the beginning of 2023. It was the last game. That's right, because that game was all right. So yes.
Is you talking about Hamlin, or are you talking about Tua?
Yeah, Hamlin. He was he got hurt. It was at the end of the 22 season, but it was 23 because it was right after New Year's Day.
I got to show Dom. I just got, when Dom come back, I got 2 digits for him. 6 0 60 million. Damn.
Can't hear you. I don't
know what's going
on, kid.
TCO trying to come in here on them boys.
What up, Daniel Barry? What's going on, my man?
Oh, shit's popping on a Monday, baby. It's Monday Night Football. Let's get it. Having a little technical difficulty with Dom trying to get his sound up. Usually I'm the one with the technicals. This cheap ass internet out here. Bro, I called my internet today and I was like, bro, what y'all got another? Yeah, I know y'all got another $10 upgrade, but I ain't upgrading no more, bro. It's 5G. Let's get this shit together.
Hello?
Yo, there you are.
Yo.
Hey,
Dom, real quick, please. Right before you start, I just want to show you. You know, I gotta get you, bro, because the Eagles playing tonight. I got 2 numbers for you. 6 0 60 million, bro. Now you could go ahead and say what you're gonna say. I know you came on here for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you paid Dak.
A year. Per year. I think you break that down to like 2.5, 3 million a game.
That's my MVP type QB.
Not after that last game, boy.
I was more hyped about the Buccaneers.
Just damn
man, Bucks. Baker's balling, bro.
To be honest, they had a good game. It wasn't great. The Lions beat themselves, but Bucks are still doing the job. It's insane. It's insane. Well, look, we'll start off with that. We'll start off right with that game. Buccaneers win 20-16 in Detroit. Baker has an average game. Like, it wasn't crazy big. He was 12 of 19, 185, a touchdown, an interception. He was sacked 5 times. And what's crazy, he was the leading rusher. He ran 5 times for 34 yards and had a touchdown.
Yeah, White got hurt. In the second quarter, so he didn't play much.
But, I mean, Godwin, 7 receptions, 117 yards, and a touchdown. But, dude, Goff throwing 2 picks, even though he had 307 yards passing. 2 picks. It's just – I feel like they beat themselves up on that with those 2 interceptions, one late in the game and one at the beginning.
Yeah, and they got 2 great running backs. They need to just keep running the ball. They got 2 starting running backs. And then Baker, the only good thing about the Baker not having a good game is they showing that they can win without Mike Evans. Mike Evans had a big game last week, and then he didn't do nothing this week, and they put out a victory. So that defense is nice. And hey, we called on Baker Mayfield in the preseason. We've never seen him have back-to-back good seasons. So far, he's off to a good start. But we'll see.
Yeah, he is. Well, let's. Hey, what are you about to say?
I need those Eagles tonight, Scully, to finish my parlay, though.
Oh, we coming.
I had Bengals +3. I had Steelers, Tampa, Dodgers, and now Eagles.
How much you win
coming now?
It's not that much.
How much you win?
I forget. It's like
if you put $5 down, that's got to be at least 100 something, if not more.
Yeah, all in games. Yeah,
not that much.
We got you, Dom. We got a victory coming for you. We got you. Like I said, it's not. I said last week with Mike, with Jay, after scoring almost 40 points and 3 turnovers, I said this offense has a chance to score 40 a game, but tonight it ain't going to happen with AJ out, but I still think we're going to pull that win out. I just think it's going to be closer.
I think it'll be under. I think it'll be under 45 or whatever it is, but they do pull the win.
Yeah. Yeah, because AJ changes that entire offense. We're not going to explode on them like we would usually do, but a win's a win. I'm just trying to take a win, man. It's week 2.
Get the W. Well,
get the dub like the Browns did. Get the dub like the Browns.
Well, let's start off. Saints, Cowboys. I mean,
go ahead, Dom. Dom, you need to go ahead and intro. Yeah, go ahead and intro this, Dom. Go ahead.
I just don't. I don't understand what happened after week 1, looking so good, like at least defensively, looking elite defensively, and then I'm thinking, I'm not thinking like we're going to blow the Saints out or anything, but I'm thinking it's going to be a close win or loss. But we got absolutely smoked, worse than we even did the Browns. Wrong.
I went off on TikTok, and I gave the Saints their props, told them, hey, there's something. Like last week, they were going against the trash Panthers, put up 40 that game. We were all like, it's against the trash Panthers. You know, we can't read into that. But it's like in Ohio State facing a trash team in college. You're supposed to blow teams out like that. That's how you're supposed to do, and they did it. Then this week, they're playing Dallas, and we're thinking, all right, this is it. You know, big matchup. We're about to see if they're really, really made up.
Yeah.
Dallas didn't. I don't know what Dallas's problem was. It went right back to what happened last year. They couldn't stop the run. Alvin Kamara did everything he damn well pleased. 4 touchdowns, ran all over the place, caught every ball. Derek Carr looked like not a great quarterback, but he looked like a good-ass quarterback. That defense stepped up. Yeah. I mean, holy shit. Dude, the Saints are for real, and I love that team. And what I'm pissed about is I called it on the show last week and said the Saints were going to win. Then I bet against myself and said the Cowboys were going to win, and I was mad as shit.
Bruh, come on. Look, I know I'm biased over here sitting with this green on. Of course, I picked the Saints to win because, unfortunately, this is the same show we've seen with Dallas. You know, they tend to beat the teams now, the Saints are looking good. Obviously, they putting up 40 back-to-back games. They're obviously good. Kamara is looking resurrected. But this is what the Cowboys do, and this is why Dak Prescott is not worth $60 million. You cannot come out and beat the Browns on the road and then go home and get your ass beat. You cannot do that.
Like
that puts you down into 30 million category. 35, 60, man. Cowboys, look, I knew it was going to happen because it happens in Dallas, unfortunately. Like y'all said, they can't. The run game didn't show up, and then on the other side, you got Zeke. We know what Zeke is. You know, he's going. He might go to. He might be a Hall of Famer. He might not, but he's definitely not the old Zeke. They don't have Ferguson out there. He's their second best weapon, and CeeDee Lamb got 100 yards. That's all we going. That's what I was expected to see. That's it.
I mean, 44-19.
That's it.
Insane.
Yeah, that can't happen at home. That can't happen in your home open. It can't.
What's up, normal guy?
I like Dak Prescott, dude, but I feel like Jerry Jones, I even put more of a hot seat on him, man. He put even more pressure on this dude by giving him $60 million. Like, I'm sure he don't mind the pressure because that bank account gonna look fat. But now this guy got to play better or as good as Mahomes, better or as good as Lamar, better than as good as Jalen Burrow, and that's not a good start, man.
What up, Botkins?
I think regular season though, Dak tends to play better than a lot of these guys.
Dak is one of the best regular season quarterbacks we've seen in a long time. Again, it's like Tony Romo. Tony was amazing at regular season. Fantasy God is what these two quarterbacks are, because you don't need them in the playoffs, because the fantasy doesn't go into the playoffs. So you're like, yeah, that's the quarterback I want. And this year's kind of
that's why you expect this game maybe later in the season. You expect them to roll, maybe like 8-2, 9-3, and then all of a sudden they had that game where Dak he in his head, he having an MVP year. But being week 2, home opener, I think this is a wake up call for Dak. Either you're gonna earn this money, or fans are gonna start really calling him out hard already, like before they already were before.
Hawkins, these Saints are for real, 100%. They have the talent on the wideouts. They have a nice tight end. They got Kamara. Carr is settling down and figuring it out. That defense is stepping up. These boys are going to come to play, and don't be surprised if maybe they make the run at the division now. Now it's like a 3-headed race.
Yeah.
Dak didn't give up 45 points. You're absolutely right. He did not.
He didn't help it either.
But, he didn't help them close the gap there.
Yeah, but he had 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers, and he didn't play great in Cleveland. So this is back-to-back games of him not earning $60 million. You just got to – you the quarterback. That's my quarterback. You got to put it on the quarterback. You got to put at least up – if they're going to score 44, you got to put up 30-something at least. You have to.
That's all right. Let's move away from that blowout. Let's move away from that blowout now. So we got to move. We only got limited time.
Yeah.
Ravens.
Okay.
What the hell?
Hey, man. Those Raiders, baby.
Holy shit. Mustache Mania shows up in Baltimore. Devontae Adams gets 100 yards. That defense shows the hell up. They clamp it down on Lamar. What? They sneak away with that win at the end.
Got to clap it up for Antonio Pierce. He got that defense and that Raiders team believing. I'm glad because I liked him as a player. But Lamar Jackson, this is all I'm going to say about it. You brought Derrick Henry there. You're not giving him the ball. They forgot about Mark Andrews. What are the Ravens doing? And then outlearned from the Super Bowl, the NFC champ or the Super Bowl loss, the AFC championship loss. You got to give Derrick Henry 20, 25 carries, and you got to throw Mark Andrews the ball, and they're not doing either. That's why they're 0-2.
Oh, well, listen, Derrick Henry had 18 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown, but those carries came late in the game. Because I was watching Adam Fantasy. A lot of that was late in the game when they probably should have hammered it home early. And Mark Andrews had 4 catches, 51 yards. Zay Flowers was really great, too.
Yeah, Zay was the only weapon.
What Bowers have like 8 receptions, 98 yards, something
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I got
Bowers showed
Yeah.
up, dude. I got him on the fantasy too. Yeah, 8 receptions, 98 yards. Dude, the Raiders can be whatever they choose to be. They can be good. It's just a matter of actually
Yeah.
doing it every week.
Mhm.
And like last week, they got smacked on by the Chargers. Now
Yeah.
this week, they go ahead and take it to the Ravens in Baltimore. And it's
That
just
was a huge win. Yeah.
what team are you
I
going to
think
get
with the
every week?
Raiders-
And that's how it's going to have to be.
Mhm.
I think the Raiders got the weapons, man. Mike, I appreciate you that Bowers. I've got him in fantasy. I ain't know nothing about him, but Mike put me on the Bowers. I'm like, oh, this dude raw, and he literally looks like the next Travis Kelce. He's unguardable. He's fast. He's big. He's quick. He can catch. With him, with the receivers they got, if the Raiders can run the ball and play defense, and you know Minshew doesn't turn over the ball. Watch out for them Raiders, man. I know we in week 2, but that was a statement game, Big Mike. You called that. I like that Bowers kid. He's nice. He's
Oh
nice.
yeah, Brock he's a straight dog. I mean, he came from Georgia. He was a
Yeah.
dog. Then. He's a dog now, and that's
Yeah.
everybody was shocked when the Jets didn't take him because that was the flashy pick, and they took the
Mhm.
tackle instead, which
Yeah.
was good. They needed
I'm
that
looking-
offensive line help. All right,
I'm starting to look at Harbaugh too, real quick. Like he did this in the AFC Championship game. Like you said, Derrick Henry's getting the ball way too late. Mark Andrews, that 50 yards he had, 40 or 30 of that was in the fourth quarter. They just don't have a good game plan for Lamar. He out there by himself. Same
Yeah.
shit all over again.
they need to use Henry early and get the game rolling. That way, they could settle it down.
Right.
All right. Giants, Commanders, a game of two teams that you didn't know what to expect. Well, I mean, we knew the Giants were going to be trash, but we didn't know how
Yeah.
the Commanders would be with Jaden Daniels and everything they got. But what we did not expect is the Giants to throw 3 touchdowns. Right? They had 3 touchdowns. They only had 18 points. They had 3 touchdowns, and they held Washington to no touchdowns. But Washington had 7 field goals, and they won on 7 damn field goals. Woo!
Giants are cursed forever.
Malik Neighbors on a sideline. He doesn't even want to be there. He pissed
They
off.
are.
The Giants need them an Arch Manning.
He got Yeah. They. That's a good call, Dom. That's a good call with that one. I like
Yeah,
Neighbors.
Shador
Neighbors is
Sanders,
nice.
somebody. They
At
need
least
somebody.
they got Neighbors out there, but yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah, there's
Next
not much
game.
to say about that Commander. The Commanders,
Commanders went through the
they
motions. They
had
did
to
what they
win
had
that
to do.
game.
They
The
got-
Commanders had to. Yeah, because they lost their first game, so the Commanders had to come out. All the weapons and the free agency and all the new stuff. I like the quarterback he's nice, man. That quarterback is nice from the rookie from the Commanders. But they had to win that game, and the Giants is a bye week this year, so that's the bye week team this year. You play the Giants, that's the bye week.
Yeah.
It's
All
always
right,
a bye week team out here. They is.
Speaking of another bye week team, we had the Chargers Panthers. We don't have to spend a lot of time on. Chargers went out there, busted that ass, did the thing like they should have. Panthers have now benched Bryce Young and said they are starting Andy Dalton next week. That is crazy. You take the number
What?
1 overall pick
What?
that you traded all that
What?
shit for to the Bears so you could get him, and now he is being
You're
benched,
Hey,
sitting his ass
Mike,
on
you
the.
bullshitting.
I think
You
it is
bullshitting, right? They said that today.
Oh,
idea.
that's real. 100% just came out today.
I think that is a great
Oh.
idea for the Panthers to let
Oh,
Bryce
right.
Young sit.
I mean,
They should have did that last year and let
Yes.
Andy Dalton
Yes.
play and let Bryce watch and learn, but they didn't. Now they're going to do it this year. Hope that maybe he can sit here and get better, or they can get the team better. Maybe they don't want to get Bryce hurt, so they're sitting him down.
I don't
But
even
yes.
think Bryce is terrible. Like, we can't really see right now. Every play, he is getting smashed out there.
Yep.
He's got no help.
Man,
Adam
bro.
Thielen's struggling, like getting frustrated now too because he's open, but Bryce doesn't have the time to
Yeah.
find him.
No, I mean,
That's
they show
'cause
him
they
running
can't
around
run
for
the
8
ball.
seconds, but then he somehow gets caught and smoked anyways.
Yeah, they can't run the ball, so everybody knows they're passing. They have no running game. They stopped giving the ball to Miles Sanders. They have no running game. And again, Mike and we all were saying this why wasn't this kid playing in the preseason? It's not like again, you gotta get him more reps. Now you throw him out there at the fast pace. Now they really mentally fucking with his head. It's got to fuck with his head.
They messed him up last year when they didn't sit him and let Andy Dalton play. They should have let him sit. He's not a CJ Stroud. He could not do what CJ does. That's why CJ should have been number one back then.
Especially not in the Panthers team.
No. Not with the team they had. All right. Let's move on from that trash-ass game.
Yeah, let's move on. That's trash. Bye weeks. That's bye weeks for you.
That's another bye week. There's a 2 bye week teams, the Giants and the Trash Panthers. Now we got the Colts and the Packers. And the Packers didn't have Jay Love. Malik Willis was starting for them. The Colts, you thought the way they played against the Texans, they lost by 2. You're like, holy shit, these dudes, they're going to be a team. They're going to make a run at this. And AR-15 goes out there and has a 3-interception game. Looks like absolute garbage. And then you have Josh Jacobs running for 150 yards on you, and you can't stop it one damn bit. And it's just like, holy shit.
He might be the next one that might need to sit and watch. He might be the next one. Because remember, he didn't play at all his rookie year, Harley. Yeah. Richardson might be taking a seat real soon, too. The guys might be sitting early. You know, you got it.
I think he can play, but I mean, they got Flacco sitting there, so they start thinking
QB, dude. He's so wild and sporadic.
He needs to calm his ass down, settle his ass the hell down.
That's because he needs to watch. He needs to see I don't even think he's picked up the speed of the game yet because he hasn't played enough. He's got the weapons. He's got running backs. He's got receivers. He can't pick up the speed of the game.
I think he loves the thrill out there of making those big plays happen.
Listen, it's because, dude, he had an 80-yard bomb. That's beautiful. It was an amazing pass. He put everything into it. Problem is you cannot expect to do some crazy shit like that every play. And until he realizes that, until he gets settled down, know the short game is where he needs to play at, and the big game needs to open up, there's going to be a damn problem.
Find Michael Pittman Jr.
Yeah, he ain't even using him at all.
He's not using him at all.
It's insane.
Yeah.
All right. On to the next. Niners and the Vikings. And I'm going to give props to Jesus. He called this last week when me and Jay were talking Thursday. He said Minnesota always gives the Niners the problems, and they're probably going to win. And Minnesota went out there, gave the Niners problems, and they came away with the damn win at home. And Sam Darnold did his thing. The only costly thing that happened in this game is the Jet went down with a quad injury. You don't know what's going to happen there or how long he's going to be out for. They haven't said anything yet, but Minnesota did take it to the Niners. Purdy threw for over 300 yards.
Yeah.
The backup.
They got Addison and Jefferson out, man. They in trouble at wide receiver.
Hawkinson, so they had Naylor that scored, that did good. But then you had San Fran, their backup running back stepped up. Jordan Mason looks real good. Ayuk's not getting the ball at all. Debo did some things. Kittle stepped up in a big way, but they couldn't get the damn job done. So Niners get knocked off in Minnesota again for the second year in a row.
My girl's got Ayuk on the fantasy, and she looking at me like, what? I said that. Hey, he got that payday, and he's disappearing now. I don't know if
I don't think it's on him. They're not targeting him.
You think there's some tension
it looks
there?
like they're hitting Kittle. Yeah, I think it looks like from now. Okay, we're 2 games in. They won the first game, right? That was an easy one. But the game yesterday, it looks like they're trying to open Kittle up more. And then when we were saying that, if they start using Kittle more, because McCaffrey's not there, I think McCaffrey takes a lot of those looks away from Kittle because he gets passes. They look like they're trying to get Kittle more involved, but again, they're not getting the ball to the number 1 receiver who just got paid. That's a problem.
Well, we're about to see what happens there. Hopefully they can get it together, get shit settled down, and get moving because they have a threat in their own division that's coming, and we'll get to them soon. But you got the next game. Browns, Jaguars. Browns went down to Florida. We wanted to see if Deshaun could step up, do something, and he did look good. Didn't look horrible. He had a rushing touchdown. He wasn't throwing the game away, but the wide receivers were dropping the game away. And it came down to the last drive where Myles Garrett had to get that safety. Alex Wright got the safety. Myles Garrett pressured to make it happen. And they had to stop that drive going down the field. And it just shouldn't have been like that. But ugly ass win, but they got the W.
I like what I saw from Deshaun Watson. He showed some grit. He showed some heart. My problem is Trevor Lawrence. Now, I've been on this Trevor Lawrence thing for the last couple years. He's starting to look like a real bust out there, bro. Like, he had a lot of weapons last year. He's got a lot of weapons this year. He got one of the top 5, top 8 running backs. I don't know about if I'm starting to call Trevor Lawrence a bust. Is it too early to call him that he might be on that border of being a bust? Because he don't look good at all.
He's on that border for sure.
And he is definitely on that border. Yeah, he just got paid last year all that damn money. And the sun is starting to set on sunshine. And I said this about the whole team. They're on that downhill now. They hit up there. They've been up there for a little bit where, hey, you could get some wins in the playoffs. You were in the playoffs. You were winning your division. Now it's going to start falling because now you got the Texans that are going to take over that division. The Colts, if AR-15 can settle the hell down, you're about to lose grips on all this and not have shit. So, yes, they're on that downhill spiral.
Yeah, he didn't have Ingram, which is that he loves throwing to Ingram. Ridley's gone, but Trevor Lawrence, man, I don't know if you need. They what's the point of bringing somebody there for a year and not getting them involved? But I don't know if Trevor needs to get his contract. Yeah, so I'm watching Trevor Lawrence. He's on the bubble, man, with me. He's really getting on that bubble of, man, is he worth that money he got?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Next, Seahawks and the Patriots. Seahawks go from the West Coast to the East. It's always hard to do. It's tough as hell to do that no matter who you're playing. And they made sure you got the thrill of every point in that game. And they pulled it out in overtime. And, just holy shit. You had Metcalf and JSN both over 100 yards. Yeah. Geno had 327 yards passing. The run game wasn't there because Little Beast was out. But, Jacoby Brissett, he only had 149 yards passing. But Antonio Gibson and Ramondre Stevenson stepped up, had big run games. Hunter Henry had 109 yards receiving, and that was it. After him, it's only 12 yards. It's the most after him. So, it's
and
tough.
DK. Yeah. And I'm proud. Like I said, I got Geno in my fantasy. I won my fantasy league last year with him because the thing about Geno Smith that none of us seen coming, and he's got the weapons, and then he doesn't even have a healthy Tyler Lockett yet. But this kid it feels like he's 65 years old. It feels like he's been in the league 20 years. Don't it feel like Geno been in the league forever, right?
Yes.
But now he knows how to work on offense. He doesn't turn over the ball. He can run. Like, Geno is making shit happen. They're making that Russell Wilson trade look smart, and him and Metcalf, man, and Njigba, that's dangerous when you get Lockett healthy. That's a dangerous Seattle team.
See, I'm not a fan of Geno. I think Sam Howell should be playing right now. I think they would be 2-0 if Sam Howell was playing. I don't know.
But Mike, I told you that Geno has been a Pro Bowler for the last 2 years. I know you like Sam Howell. I like Sam Howell. But I don't think Sam Howell can throw and orchestrate work that field like Geno, bro. Geno be out there surgical with it.
I'm hard pressed to say he can't when he was the leading passer halfway through the season last year on a Redskins team that have nobody but one player. So I'm like, you're throwing for over 3,000 yards halfway through the season. The second half, he ended up getting hurt and it was a struggle at the end. But dude could have had almost 5,000 yards if he kept on pace. So I'm thinking with those three, he can really do damage.
Yeah. I like Sam, and that's they're in a great position because Sam could start all those bye-week quarterbacks we talked about. Sam Howell could start for them. But Geno Smith, bro, 2 Pro Bowls in the last 3 years. He's off to a good start. Don't sleep on Geno, man. Don't sleep, Mike. If you need a backup quarterback, he's probably in your league.
One of the people that we need to stop sleeping on, and he's one of these guys like him, I'm going to say Ramondre Stevenson and Najee Harris need to stop getting slept on every single year. We're getting into these years and we're saying they're going to be trash. They're going to completely fall off. And then they go on and have a good season.
No. Najee Harris hasn't had a good season ever. Ramondre Stevenson, I'm not
1,000 rushing yards is good.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you a question. Last year, the Cowboys, did you think Tony Pollard had a good season?
He had a sneaky season.
No, he had a trash-ass season.
And I think he's having a good season this year.
Tony Pollard had 1,002 yards last year, and that season sucked.
And he was splitting with two other guys.
Dude, he only had a 100-yard game. That's horrible.
Dak throws the ball 65 times a game. All they want to do is throw the ball anyway. They just want to light the scoreboard up. You know, that's how the Cowboys play.
A running back having a 1,000-yard season to me doesn't make him good. That doesn't make him a good guy.
Now, I was watching the Steelers game yesterday on Najee. Now, I'd like to know, Najee, I like him. I like his physicality. He's a throwback running back. He's powerful. But it just seems like he don't really never go nowhere. Like, we see 3 yards, 8 yards. I want to know, what's Najee's longest run in his career? I don't even think it's more than 30 yards. I mean, the kid is good, and it's maybe because it's the offensive line, but he don't never break and like get a big ass run. But I like him now. I like his power. I like his attack down the field.
All right. Since we're talking the Steelers, we might as well jump to that game. Steelers win 13-6 against Bo Nix's Broncos. Bo Nix threw that interception in the end zone. He could have had this game won. He could have won this damn thing, or at least tied it up. Is what would have happened, or if they went for 2. Steelers walk away with that. I mean, it was an ugly game in a sense. Fields only had 117 yards, 1 passing touchdown. He ran for 27. Just nobody's getting anything on that squad. I mean, I don't know. Bo Nix had 2 interceptions. He's not having a lot of help on the run game.
Yeah.
So the Steelers got
that. Yeah.
Real
Go ahead,
quick,
Dom.
because to jump back to Najee Harris for a quick second. The past 2 games, he's had 70 yards each game.
Yeah.
Well, he had 69 last game.
Yeah, it's just his blank ability. Dom, it's just he can get you 70, 80 every game. But my problem is he can't get you that 130, that 120 that you need from an elusive back. He's just, I don't know if he's too big. I don't know if that line is not that good. But I don't think Najee's ever had more than 115 yards rushing. That's my thing with him. But I think he's a really good back. I think he can get you 1,200 yards a season, easy.
I'll never be a fan. I think he's the second coming to Trent Richardson. He might be a step above him, but I think we'll see.
He had actually a 188-yard game.
Who was it against? No, let's play.
188? Woo!
Browns,
damn, I ain't never.
Yeah, it was against the Browns, right?
Yeah, that was in 2021, though. We had a weak defense.
Yeah, that was trash Browns.
That was his rookie year, right? That was his rookie year.
I like how Justin Fields is running this Steelers offense right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He has
playing a little
games.
I feel like they're playing a little too safe with him right now.
Yeah, I think so, too.
All right, we got to pick up a little pace. We got to pick up a little pace in the game. So we got 20 minutes left.
All right, Mike, real quick, though, before you leave, I do agree with Dom. I think they need to go ahead and stick with Fields because he's getting the ball picking. But I just want to say something about that Steelers defense. That defense looks like a problem, man. I know they didn't play nobody yet, but that defense, they literally should have had a shutout.
Well, they always look like a problem.
Let's move on, Mike. Let's move on.
They always look like a problem. All right, Jets, Titans. Yeah. We're going to move fast through some of these. Jets, Titans. Jets won the game. Will Mayo may not be the guy for Tennessee. He's making some costly mistakes, doing some stupid things out there. Aaron Rodgers showed up in this game a little bit.
Pollard looks good.
126, but he had 2 passing touchdowns. The running backs were the show. Breece Hall and Brandon Allen, they were the show in this game, in the receiving and the run game. They just, did the damn thing.
I just want to know what they're going to do with Hassan with it. That's all I can.
What?
Real quick, too, Tony Pollard has had, I'd say, 2 nice games so far this year.
He has. He's doing good out there. Yeah.
Tony Pollard has. we'll see. We'll see how
He's
that
in the back-
continues to go. D Hop's not out there yet. There's a lot of things going with that game. With that team.
All I'm wondering about with the Jets is what they need to go ahead and move Hassan Reddick. He's obviously not going to play.
Nope,
Get
don't
something
move
for
him.
him.
Nope.
Let's keep him there. Keep finding
Don't
him.
do it. By the end of the season, if that dude does not play, he's about to lose $21 million of his own money because he's stupid as shit. Screw it.
$21 million.
$21 million for
Right.
this whole season if he does not
Fines
play.
and all sorts of stuff.
This is what I want to know. Hassan Reddick, this is from a Philly kid to another Philly kid. Are you willing to lose $21 million? We watching. We going to see.
He's going to. This
That's a
dude, the
lot
dude
of
is
money,
stupid as
bro.
hell for this. Stupid as
We
shit.
know. We know, Mike. We know you aired him out weeks ago. He's been aired out 2 times.
It's laughable now. Hey, you want to lose $21 million? Shit, lose $21 million. All right.
That's ridiculous.
Rams,
Move on.
Cardinals. Holy shit. Nobody saw this shit happening. Everybody thought the Rams were going to be great, do their thing. We saw the Cardinals almost beat the Bills, but that was a low game. You're like, all right, cool. The Rams should get them. Nah. Kyler Murray in the first half comes out, airs it out, 4 passes, 130 yards. What is it? 2 touchdowns to your boy Marvin Harrison. Decided to show hell. He was called out. He said, it's not my job to get on the ball. Well, this week he got on the ball. He at least got 4 catches. And again, Harrison cooked everybody, got his 2 touchdowns, and Connor did his thing. McBride did his thing. The defense held up. Cooper Kupp went down. No Puka.
Again.
So now the Rams are working on, the 3rd and 4th.
You don't even know the name.
Stringers.
Yeah.
So we're about to see how that works for them.
My thing with this, big ups to Connor, man. He's still one of the elite backs in the league. He just got to stay healthy. Kyler Murray, funny. He comes out and says, it's not my job to get the ball to Marvin Harrison. Then he gets the ball to Marvin Harrison. He like playing with people. That's his thing.
Oh, dude,
he like messing with people.
He did all that almost in the first quarter. The whole first, that was it. And then that was it. No more Marvin Harrison after that.
But,
because he didn't have to throw
he set that up.
They were up by so much.
He set that up the whole time because he knows it's his job to get him the ball. And then he did it. But if you're a Rams fan, if there's a lot of trouble. Puka's out. Cooper Kupp hurt that ankle again. He just can't stay healthy. Yeah, like the Rams are done. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, they're about to be cooked too. That season's done. The Cardinals look like they're in the race now. If they can continue this play, they might be running trying to get that division with the Niners slumping and having their issues.
Hey, real quick. I could talk about this all day, but I'm going to make it quick. Bears, you could add Marvin, Justin Fields, maybe 2-0 right now. That's all I want to say about that.
Hey, we will talk about that.
Bengals talk about Caleb getting his ass beat.
Bengals, Chiefs, this game was wild. The showdown with Burrow, Mahomes, they went back and forth, went nuts. Mahomes had 2 interceptions. I mean, you thought the Bengals were coming for throats, and they couldn't kick open the door because Mahomes was doing his thing still, even though he had two turnovers himself, and there was a fumble in there with Steele. You give Mahomes the time, he drives down that field.
I just don't get it, man. This dude has had 2 average games. Travis Kelce has got 3 catches in 2 games. They still beat the Ravens and the Bengals. I mean, are they going to? Is the AFC North going to let them win another AFC championship? It looks like it's happening again, man. Come on.
Rasheed Rice is looking good, even though he should be suspended for all the shit he's done. Xavier Worthy's looking good.
Worthy's looking nice, yeah. They lost Pacheco, that's a big loss.
Here's the real problem. They're gonna have no running backs because Pacheco's now hitting the IR. Clyde Hilaire's out. You got all these dudes out now. You got no running backs. They're bringing in Hunt Tuesday, Kareem Hunt back to see if he can have a look and maybe he could run the offense back there like he already has before.
Are they really bringing him back? That's funny.
Yeah, Tuesday they're going to bring him in for a visit, see what's up, and probably sign him and put him on the squad.
Hey, me and Jay said this last Monday. I know he's not feeling good and right about his Bengals. Shit's looking bad. If you look at Jamar Chase, man, blowing that game over a face mask call, I don't understand what's going on. T. Higgins is probably not hurt. It's a lot of bad shit going on in Cincinnati.
He's actually hurt.
Well, that's what they say. But that shit came up real quick, 5 minutes before. All I'm saying, Mike, is Joe Burrow's on the hot seat. You know, we had a thing about the quarterbacks on the hot seat. Joe Burrow's one of them. It's just not looking good in Cincy right now, man.
And Jamar Chase, how are you turning out a $35 million a year contract? You're stupid as hell, and now you're out here causing problems because you're still pissed off by that. If you're mad and you're going to cause your team losses, go sit your ass on the bench and don't play the damn game.
At this point, like, you can't give up a game because the dude pulled your face mask and you're about to score a touchdown. It happens every play. Cut it out, man.
Grabbed him and even started yelling at him in the face saying, hey, dude, what the hell is your problem? Yeah. Go chill the hell out because you are costing us time. You're costing us yards. You're putting us in a bad position all because you're pissed off still about money and other things going on. You need to relax.
Those are the two. That's the same problem with Amari Cooper is what I'm seeing with Jamar Chase. These guys are only looking at paychecks. And it's starting to affect their
professionalism. At least he ain't costing yards like Jamar and doing all that shit.
No, yes, at least he's not doing that. He cost the game. Yeah. But at least he's not out there on the last drive costing the game. Right, you're right.
All right. Sunday night game, Bears, Texans. Caleb out there having another trash-ass game. He at least threw for 124 yards, but he threw for 2 interceptions, was sacked 7 times. I mean, Rome Odunze went down. You don't know what's going to happen with him now. He's hurt. He might be out for a little while. Keenan didn't play. He's hurt.
They can't run the ball. DeAndre Swift, they can't run the ball.
He only got 18 yards. There's no offensive line. They need to build that offense some more. And it's just looking bad there.
Yeah.
Really. And Caleb out here looking like a 5th-round draft. We knew this was happening. We knew that he could have been a 3rd, 4th, 5th-round pick. He looked like it yesterday. He looked shell-shocked. They beat the brakes off that boy yesterday, man. I know he's sore. They beat the hell out of him yesterday. You seen him on the sideline like he was looking like, man, y'all didn't tell me the NFL was like this. It looked bad.
Yeah, he looks straight pathetic. Straight pathetic. It's another Bryce Young. That's pretty much what this is becoming right now. And the difference between this is Caleb has all the weapons in the world and the defense that can lead you to victories without. I mean, week 1, the reason why the Bears did anything was because of that defense. I mean,
it was that defense won game that first week, yeah. I mean, I know Keenan Allen ain't there, and you can't do much if you can't run the ball.
Who do the Bears play next week?
Yeah.
Who do they play?
They got the Colts. So they're in Indy.
2 bye weeks.
They're about to see what happens there. The Colts,
if
AR can settle down and get that game. Caleb could have a game where he could actually play and maybe see what happens. I don't know.
So whoever loses that Colts Bears game, I think is obviously had that bad year. You know, that's the game that's a must win for both teams.
Oh yeah, for both teams, they got to win that game. And it's not they got to win that game to get the playoffs. They got to win that game because they need their quarterbacks to start feeling right.
Yeah, right. You got 2. You got a 2nd-year guy. You got a 1st-year guy.
Specific to this Bears offense, I just feel like Justin Fields is more equipped to run it.
Justin Fields was more equipped the whole time. And like you said, they could have had Marvin Harrison and they could have had a top-tier left tackle.
Yeah.
They could have got both of those.
It's the Bears. They wanted that. They wanted to have a number 1 draft pick as a quarterback, but you just had one before that. That's way more talented, way faster, way stronger. Don't make no damn sense.
Exactly. Like I said, you could have had Marvin Harrison put out there instead of Rome. You could have drafted whatever left tackle was down there at that time at 8, or traded 8 away, or traded 1 away, moved down to 3, got another 1st-round draft pick next year, and still got Marvin Harrison, and then continued this thing. You're going to win so many different ways with this. It's done and over with. You guys are stupid. Now you got Caleb Williams. You messed the hell up. You're really feeling shitty now because Fields is over there winning 2 damn games, even though they close as hell. He's winning these games and doing the damn job.
He's not losing them. Caleb Williams is losing games by holding the ball, running around stupid, trying to throw the ball before he goes out of bounds. Silly shit, boy. Silly shit.
Yep. We got the Monday night game. Falcons, Philly.
Yeah.
No A.J. Brown. He's hurt. Kirk Cousins and that squad need to come off a win because they looked like shit last week.
Really bad.
They need to do something because they should have had the Pittsburgh game. It was a close game. They should have won that game, but Cousins was looking like shit. But here it is.
Dom, let me hit the lights on. Dom, let me hit the lights on, Dom. Let me hit the lights. Let me hit the lights. Yes, turn the lights on tonight, baby.
And do you guys think if Kirk is coming out, like let's say it's later in the third, he's looking as bad as last week, do you think they test out Penix?
No. It's too early in the season.
Nah, they can't. Kirk is too established. If they were, they ain't even going to play the kid in the preseason. They're really going to make him watch.
But it was also the Steelers' defense is also the Steelers' defense.
Exactly. And they were close. They could have won that game. And again, the Steelers' defense, like you said, is the Steelers' defense. So they were close in what they did. Now they're going against Philly, who's got another good defense, but they have a great offense. So now this is a test for both sides of the ball with Atlanta.
Yeah.
I feel like they did it like you said, Mike, it is a big test because obviously losing A.J. Brown, you can cost yourself 10 to 13 points with him off of the board. And then last week against Jordan Love in that offense, man, after the first 3 drives, Jordan Love was carving that Eagles defense up. They have to step up and make sure Drake London and them don't have big games. But I think it's going to be close because without AJ, now you can double Devontae. I think Barkley's going to have a big game. And we got to see a game from Jalen Hurts where he don't do silly stuff. No turnovers because it's going to be a tight game. So you can't turn over the ball.
I definitely agree. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, maybe a 21-17 type game. And Bijan's going to have to do some things for the Falcons. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, that defense, Matt Judon, all the guys they just brought in, A.J. Terrell, all of them are going to have to step up and guard this high-powered Eagles defense, even though they don't have A.J. Brown. They got Dallas Goedert, you got Saquon, you got Jahan Dotson, and you got Devontae Smith, so they're going to have to slow them down. Plus, Jalen can get out and run and do his thing too, which he has not done yet because he's kept it under wraps. So we're going to see this game again. I think it'll be a good game, but it'll be low scoring. Philly should squeak this one out. And I think, it'll be one of those games do I want to watch or do I not?
Yeah. I think this is the game where the home field advantage comes in big because of the loss of AJ. I feel like you said, Mike, I feel like this is the game Jalen Hurts needs to have a Lamar Jackson game. Sit back there, give it about 3 seconds. If you see a lane open, take that lane, get you 100 yards rushing, get you 200 yards, no turnovers, let the defense ball, and get the hell up out of here. That's what they need to do. Get that 2-0.
If they could do what the Steelers did, put your hands on Kurt, limit Bijan, this game will be over quick.
Yeah, I feel like if you stop Bijan, this game will be over because Kirk Cousins, I think, is still injured. And who do they have? Kyle Pitts. I don't really know too much. I don't know how great Kyle Pitts is yet. We'll figure it out.
He's a young dude, but he can be a beast. It's just a matter of him getting the ball because last year he never got the ball.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dom, don't worry. We're going to get you some paper tonight, Dom. You bet on the right team. We're going to get you some paper.
What's going on in this fantasy game, Jay?
Are you spanking, Jay?
I'm up by 10 with Bijan still to play, and he's got no one. So it's
already over with you won. Unless Bijan somehow get you -10, that's a game over.
I fumble.
Hey, how's that Pick'em League going? I ain't looked. Who's up in that Pick'em League? That TCO versus Man Cave.
Hey, I had a good week though.
Damn, Dom, you over here dominating. That's why they call you Dom.
No. I'm putting up myself.
No.
I'm up in that league.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm number 1
right
Mike,
now. You must have came up big last.
You're right behind. You
came up big last night.
I think you're number 2, Scully.
Yeah, Scully, you're number 2.
I thought. Yeah, I was number 2 last week.
Dom. Jay forgot to pick this week.
I know. I saw that he fucked up. Dom was in first place. That's Dom, right?
I forgot, by the way, the Thursday game. I didn't pick for the Thursday game.
I saw that too. You got to put your picture in there.
We could be all tied.
I see. Mike got the dog. Mike got the belt for the week. We gotta get a belt. He got the belt for the week.
I might have high scoring in fantasy. I don't know who's got what in there. I got 141. I don't know who's got what over there.
Let me take a look here.
That's a lot of points, bro. That's a lot of points. I tell you what, fantasy is crazy right now.
146.
Everybody's hurt.
He's got what?
146. Rob's friend that he works with has 147 with Hurts and Pitts to play.
Look, there's 3 guys.
He projected 181.
Who?
Damn.
Rob's friend, John.
Wait, let me guess.
Who he got left?
He's got Hurts and Pitts.
And he already has 140 because he had – who do you have, Kamara? No, I had
a chain. He had Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers.
Every single guy he had went off for 20 more.
Yeah.
That's why he's got that.
I played somebody that had Cook and what's the name from the Saints, man. He got 100 points with 2 fucking players. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, Kamara, dog.
Damn, how you beat somebody when they get 3 players, 44 points? That's another 3 WRT, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still up in one league, but I should be losing this game that's coming. Because he's got Bijan, Goddard, and Young King Ho, and I'm only up by 9 points. So I should lose that. That should be a done deal.
Oh, we don't play that.
Yeah, you never know, Mike. I seen you now. Fantasy is that shit's crazy, bro.
Oh yeah,
I get a concussion.
3 guys that only went for 4 points or lower in one of my leagues.
Me too. I know if you got Travis Kelce, you highly pissed off.
Cooper sucks.
If you got Kelce, you pissed off.
Kelce,
like back-to-back weeks. This guy hasn't broke 3 points back-to-back weeks.
Hey, speaking of this, listen, I'm gonna play this commercial real quick, and then we're gonna have to get the hell out of here. I'm going to play this. We'll come back. We'll say our parting gifts. But yeah.
National Streaming Sports is brought to you in part by BetUs.com, designed for true fans. NFL odds, Week 1 and futures, college football odds, including Heisman Trophy favorites and playoff odds, NBA odds of division winners and playoffs, Major League Baseball playoff and World Series odds, the National Hockey League Conference playoffs and Stanley Cup odds, and boxing wagers. Betting opportunities include versus the spreads and outright winners, also during the game. Use our link on our website, nessp.info, the Bet Us Opportunities webpage, for a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Must be 21 years old, and remember, bet responsibly.
Listen, everybody needs to go hit that damn page. Hit that nessp.info page. Get your code. Get in there. That's 125%. Whatever you deposit in there, you're getting a bonus, man. That's killer. That is killer. That QR code in the top of the corner.
Yeah, when he say bet responsibility, responsible, don't listen to that. 125%, bro. Bet that shit.
Bet it all. Bet it all.
You might,
everybody got the Eagles right here.
Yep.
We all riding the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. That's what we doing. There it is. It's what we need.
You know it.
I need to some bets. I need the under. I need the Eagles. I got some players. We got some stuff. He's got the Eagles. We're all gonna get this one in. Hey, tomorrow, Sports Madness, as usual, 6 to 8. I will be on there, too, because there is no overtime this week. But, hey, till next time. Salute to everybody. See y'all next.
Peace.